Coming up next on Newswatch.
A local community reacts to the verdict against DuPont. A major frontrunner in the race for Speaker of the House drops out.
And in sports, bench clearings explode in the National League wildcard game. Newswatch starts right now.
Broadcasting live from WOUB TV in Athens. This is Newswatch.
Chemical giant DuPont lost $1.6 million and could be losing more. Good evening, I'm Josh Gregory, and thanks for joining us. A federal court jury in Columbus found the company negligent in the test case of Guysville resident Carla Bartlett. The money awarded to Bartlett is to compensate damages for her kidney cancer. Her lawsuit is one of 2 test cases that could influence more than 3,500 similar lawsuits about the chemical companies discharging of C8 into the Ohio River and drinking water. Back in September, DuPont's attorney said just because C8 is capable of causing cancer doesn't mean that it did. WOUB talked to Guysville residents today, one of which called the area a cancer valley because of DuPont's actions. Another resident, Angel Young, says lots of people just down her road have died from cancer. She currently has a lawsuit filed against the company. Another sexual assault reported on Ohio University's campus. The Ohio University Police Department released the report today. It states the incident happened around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. The victim reported a suspicious person in the bathroom of Baker University. This is the 10th sexual assault reported on campus just this year. A former Athens County Corrections officer appeared in court on Wednesday. Carl H. Durst is accused of having sexual contact with an inmate of the Southeast Ohio Regional Jail. This was while Durst was serving as a corrections officer at the jail. The allegations date back to August of this year. Durst pled not guilty to the charges, and he is currently out on a $25,000 bond. Drug overdoses are on the rise in Cabell County. There have been more than 600 overdoses in the county so far. Just last week, there were nearly 24 overdoses. Back in July of 2014, officials estimated there would be around 300 overdoses this year, and officials are saying there will be 839 overdoses by the end of 2016. Ohio University has been showing their school spirit all week, and the excitement is continuing this homecoming week. WOUB's Erica King is live at the Yell Like Hell pep rally. Erica?
Thanks, Josh. I'm here live at the Yell Like Hell pre-party getting ready for the actual rally starting at 8:30 tonight. There will be tons of games, activities, and raffles going on. We're here celebrating the arrival of homecoming weekend, and everyone seems pretty excited for it. Am I right, guys? The pep rally will be featuring OU's very own Marching 110 Band and Section 8. Here joining us, we have Allison Zulo, who helped plan the pep rally. Allison, how do you think everything will go tonight?
I think it's going to go really well. We've been planning it for a long time, and we have a ton of fun acts planned from Marching 110 and Section 8 to Jenny Hall Jones and President McDavid. They're speaking, so it'll be a lot of fun, and we're really excited to kick off homecoming weekend with a bang.
Well, I hope everything goes well for you tonight, Allison. Yeah. Now, if you entered into a raffle during Pack the Pantry, make sure you are here tonight, just in case you're a winner of any prizes. Giveaways will also be handed out during the pep rally, so don't miss out. Reporting live for WOUB News, I'm Erica.
Thanks, Erica. Seems like a lot of fun out there, so make sure to tune in to WOUB's live stream of the parade beginning at 10 Saturday morning on October 8th, and you can watch the parade live at WOUB.org.
We had some really warm temperatures today. We saw 80 degrees here in Athens, so a really warm October day for you out there. Usually temperatures are only in the upper 60s today, and in times like this in beginning of October. But we saw clear skies. Some of those clouds continue to increase this afternoon. But besides that, it's been a really great day out there. Temperatures across the area, most of us seeing middle to even upper 70s still for this time of the evening. Things will be clear for the rest of tonight, so if you are headed down to the campus at Ohio University, you should be good to go. If you're headed to the pep rally down there, things will be calm and clear tonight. But then we will see some increasing clouds as we work our way into the overnight hours tonight and through the rest of the day tomorrow. So for tonight, though, we'll see temperatures dropping down only into the middle to upper 60s tonight as those clouds linger. So we won't be dropping as into the 40s or even 50s as we've been seeing this past week. Those clouds will keep some of that heat around, so we'll only drop into the upper 60s tonight. And then we'll start off with some showers as we start our day off on Friday. But things will look nice for the rest of the evening. And if you're headed out, you should be good to go for your Thursday night. Josh, back to you.
Authorities are investigating a number of bomb threats made against schools across Ohio. Ohio Homeland Security won't say how many, but in the past week, several schools had to be evacuated or closed. Some of the calls reportedly sounded as if the voices were computer-generated or automated. There are no reports of explosives being found in any of the cases. An Ohio bill is hoping to expand treatment for certain sexually transmitted diseases. The bill cleared the Senate today. The proposal would let doctors prescribe medication to their patients' partners without examining them first. Currently, doctors must examine patients first before prescribing them antibiotics. Ohio is one of only 4 states that prohibit this kind of patient treatment. Employees at a Piketon plant will have their jobs for the time being. Senator Sherrod Brown announced today there are no layoffs planned at the Portsmouth gaseous diffusion plant in Piketon. The plan will go through to December 11th. For now, the plant has short-term funding that will keep employees in work. The short-term funding is set to expire in December. Senator Brown also met with county commissioners from Adams and Scioto to discuss the future of the plant. The search for a new president of Marshall University has come down to 3 finalists. The university announced the finalists yesterday: Jerome Gilbert of Mississippi State University, Oregon Institute of Technology's Christopher Maples, and University of Southern Mississippi's Dennis Weisenberg all made the cut. Gary White has been serving as interim president since last December. The finalists will visit Marshall next week. West Virginia is encouraging citizens to recycle electronic devices. The Mountain States Department of Environmental Protection just approved more than 20 grants of recycling electronic devices. The grants total more than $170,000. They were awarded to 18 county and regional solid waste authorities. Still ahead on Newswatch, the hero from the Oregon Community College shooting, how he continues to recover. And the vote for a new House Speaker takes an unexpected turn. These stories and more when Newswatch returns.
I decided to do a planned gift because I want to ensure that PBS will be around for my grandchildren and hopefully great-grandchildren. I would hope that others, when doing their estate planning, would include their PBS station. My PBS station is part of my community. That's something I really value.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home.
My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
GOP House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy made a stunning move this afternoon when he pulled himself out of the race to be the next House Speaker. McCarthy didn't believe he had the necessary votes from within his own party. That leaves a lot of questions about the future of the Republican leadership. Diane Gallagher has the details.
I think I shocked some of you, huh?
What many thought would be a formality turned into chaos on Capitol Hill.
People are absolutely stunned.
Congressman and House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy, the frontrunner for House Speaker, unexpectedly dropped out on Thursday just as Republicans gathered to hold a closed-door vote, which has now been postponed.
The one thing I found in talking to everybody, if we are going to unite and be strong, we need a new face to help do that.
Republicans were supposed to hold a secret ballot vote Thursday to determine who they would nominate as Speaker. Now, to be the nominee, McCarthy would have just needed a simple majority from his fellow Republicans.
Kevin McCarthy had a strong majority of support in the conference here today. I don't believe he had 218 votes.
Which is the number of votes required to be confirmed by the entire House of Representatives. Going into today, it was a three-man race for Speaker. McCarthy, Utah's Jason Chaffetz, and Florida's Daniel Webster. Webster was endorsed by the House Freedom Caucus. It's a collection of conservatives who some believe was the reason why Speaker John Boehner is stepping down in the first place.
We're looking for a speaker who works with conservatives rather than against us.
Republicans said they plan to gather in the coming days to figure out their next move.
Our conference is going to have to do a lot of deep soul searching, and we'll see what happens.
In Washington, I'm Diane Gallagher reporting.
And another example of the chaos that's taking place in Washington, House Speaker John Boehner was scheduled to fly up to New York today to appear on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. But shortly after McCarthy pulled out, Boehner's office told NBC he would miss his 5 p.m. taping. The Army veteran injured while trying to save lives during the Umpqua Community College shooting is out of the hospital. Chris Mintz was shot 7 times trying to stop the shooter. The 30-year-old left Mercy Medical Center today, a week after the shooting. 9 people died in the Umpqua Community College attack, and the shooter killed himself after police shot him. Authorities credit a quick response by law enforcement for keeping the death toll from climbing higher. The CEO of Volkswagen's U.S. operations was on Capitol Hill today to testify about the automaker's emissions cheating scandal. Michael Horn told the House Energy Committee that he knew for over a year that there were issues with emissions on some diesel VW cars. Congress is investigating the German car giant's admitted use of software to cheat on U.S. emissions tests. Horn says the cheating is troubling and that he didn't think something like this was possible at Volkswagen. The EPA ordered Volkswagen to recall nearly 500,000 vehicles in the U.S. The company says as many as 11 million vehicles worldwide might be affected and that it will start recalling diesel cars in January. Volkswagen has already set aside more than $7 billion to cover the cost of the scandal. Today, prosecutors and police in Germany searched Volkswagen's headquarters to get documents and databases to find information related to this investigation. And on Wall Street today, the Dow ended up more than 100 points, closing over 17,000 from the first time since August. Here's a look at stocks of local interest. Still ahead on Newswatch, combating fall allergies, how you and your family can defend yourself against allergy woes That story's still ahead.
A cold front is headed our way. I'll let you know what that means for your Friday forecast and how much of a cool down we'll see this weekend. All that plus the 7-day forecast next on Newswatch.
I support one student in college with a scholarship. Just the way I want to pass on a legacy of education. I would like to pass PBS on to the next generation. I like to think that PBS is concerned with our soul. If your soul is in the right place, you're in giving back.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Of fall are such a welcome relief, but the sniffles and sneezes of autumn allergies are anything but. Even if you aren't able to completely sidestep your allergies, there are some practical things you can do to minimize the misery. Adam McCoy has today's Health Minute.
My eyes start to water and my nose just starts to get really stuffy.
That's a common complaint. Allergy symptoms of sneezing, runny nose, congestion, coughing, watery eyes, loss of taste and smell, and fatigue may mimic a cold, but there are two key characteristics that may signal you actually have an allergy.
Usually don't get as much itching with a cold, but itching is kind of a sign of allergies. But with colds, usually it's over 5 to 7 days. Allergies can last a lot longer.
And while you may be tempted to gut it out in the hopes that symptoms will improve on their own, it may be better not to wait to seek treatment. Medications like antihistamines and allergy shots will help relieve symptoms, but avoiding allergens may be your best defense. Start by limiting your time outside. Plan outdoor activities when pollen levels are low, usually during rainy, cloudy, and windless days. But if you're unable to avoid the outdoors, take steps to keep your home pollen-free.
We suggest people wash their hair before they go to sleep, take their shoes off, keep their windows closed, use their air conditioning, wash their pets. You know, things that are just practical suggestions for keeping the pollen out of the house as much as you can.
For Health Minute, I'm Adam McCoy.
As allergy season gears up, WOUB's Ann Campolongo has more from the Newswatch Weather Center on what you can expect for the rest of your day. Ann?
We saw warm temperatures today for just the beginning of October. In Athens, we actually reached 80 degrees this afternoon, so much warmer than we've normally seen temperatures for this time of the year. And as we saw in the package previous, we are seeing some autumn allergies start to sneak up on us. So if you do suffer from autumn allergies, right now we're only really seeing weeds being the main cause of those allergies for this time of the season. Temperatures across the region, though, we're still warm, we're still pleasant outside, mid to upper 70s for most of us across the region. 77 over in Chillicothe, 78 in Jackson, and 77 right here in Athens. The winds are calm, but they have shifted slightly out of the south, bringing us that those warmer temperatures that we saw today and helping us reach 80 degrees this afternoon. The warmer temperatures won't be sticking around for long, though. We do have a cold front outstretched through Indiana, Illinois, and through Missouri, and that's slowly creeping its way towards the Ohio Valley, bringing us chances for rain tomorrow. So as we start off our day on Friday, we could start off with some showers in the morning, but I think the better chance for rain showers, even a possible thunderstorm, might come later in the afternoon into the early evening hours as that cold front continues through southeastern Ohio, bringing with it again chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms. As you head out tonight, though, clouds would continue to increase. I can't rule out a passing shower this evening, but I think most of us will stay dry. So if you do have outdoor plans for your Thursday evening, things should be fine. Overnight tonight, we'll dip down into the middle 60s, those clouds helping to keep those temperatures a little bit warmer than normal the past couple of nights that we've seen. Overnight lows tonight, though, will dip down into the 60s, 62 your low here in Athens, 63 up in New Lexington, and 60 the low over in Cambridge. If you're headed out for the bus stop tomorrow morning, we'll see mostly cloudy skies as our clouds will increase overnight tonight into the early part of the day tomorrow. 63 as you head out to the bus stop. Bring the rain slicker and the umbrella with you. You might not see rain showers as you head out to the bus stop in the morning, but definitely as you head home from school tomorrow afternoon, I think that's when we'll see the better chances for scattered rain showers and even a possible thunderstorm. So for your Friday as you end the week tomorrow, things looking a little bit rainy in the afternoon. Temperatures will slowly increase, only 72 for our high tomorrow afternoon. So rain showers will definitely be on the increase as we work our way through the afternoon hours tomorrow. Tonight in Athens, though, we'll be down to 62 degrees. Again, mostly cloudy skies tonight. Possible showers overnight, but the better chance for rain comes tomorrow afternoon into the later afternoon hours. 72 your high tomorrow, rain showers for you on your Friday as you end the week. But then as that cold front swings through Friday, temperatures cool off dramatically for your Saturday. 62 the high if you're headed to the homecoming parade for Ohio University. Things will be perfect for your fall weather on Saturday. If you're headed to football, Friday night you could see some rain showers, but Saturday looks to be good. Mostly clear skies for you on Sunday and temperatures back up into the 70s for your work week next week. Kelsey, over to you.
I'm Kelsey Steele, and tonight in sports, it's all about baseball in October. Stay tuned for details on the American League Division Series. And Ohio soccer is on the road this weekend. The Cats are off to Miami and Ball State for some MAC action play. Next on Newswatch. Be sure to stay tuned to WOUB. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on your public television station.
My granddaughter is named June Elizabeth, but I call her Junebug. My hope is to teach her about kindness and about the love of animals and nature. I want Junebug to have the same opportunities I had by watching PBS. My husband and I feel so strongly about our PBS station that we've included them in our estate plan. PBS is part of our values, and we want to pass it on to the next generation.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything. Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like we're having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Welcome back. I'm Kelsey Steele. Ohio soccer continues Mid-American Conference play this weekend as they travel to Miami and Ball State. The Bobcats are rolling off a 1-1 record in MAC play this past weekend and are looking for win number 9 all-time against the Redhawks tomorrow. Miami is a consistent threat in the MAC year in and year out as Ohio looks to net a W against the Redhawks for the first time since 2008. Ohio takes the field in Oxford at 4 o'clock Friday and 2 p.m. Saturday in Muncie, Indiana. Ohio volleyball is also on the road this weekend. The Cats are traveling to Akron on Friday and Buffalo on Saturday. Ohio's undefeated MAC play will be tested tomorrow as they face off against one of the top serving teams in the nation. Akron is looking for their 8th win of the season against a dominant 14-3 Ohio team. Ohio and Akron are underway Friday at 7 o'clock in Akron. And the Cats continue to travel as the Ohio Bobcats field hockey team visits Missouri State. 10 games through the season, the Bobcats are .500 after falling to Rutgers 2-1 this past Sunday. Despite the loss, Ohio had several positives to take away from the game. The Cats led in shot total 10-6, with one of those shots coming from Adele Sammons, who scored her 4th goal of the season. And the Pirates' storybook season came to an abrupt end last night in the National League wildcard game. The Chicago Cubs' 4-0 win advanced the club to the National League Division Series for the first time since 2003. But before the Cubs brought out the champagne, a fastball to Jake Arrieta's left side in the top of the 7th cleared the benches. Pirates pitcher Tony Watson was issued a warning, and Pirates utility player Sean Rodriguez was ejected. The Cubs continue play in the NLDS. They begin their series against the St. Louis Cardinals on Friday. National League yesterday, American League today. Tonight is jam-packed with ALDS action. The Texas Rangers took Game 1 over the Toronto Blue Jays 5-3 tonight. Both starting third basemen in the game exited with injuries. Andre Beltre left after the top of the 3rd with a lower back injury. Josh Donaldson left after the 5th inning after taking a knee to the head. The first pitch in Game 2 of the ALDS is set for 7:37 in Kansas City tonight. The Royals and the Astros are set for the best-of-5 series. The winner advances to the ALDS championship. Like the Cubs, the Colts are also on their way to writing history. With a win over the Houston Texans tonight, the Colts can become the first team in the modern era to win 16 straight against opponents in its own division. But the Colts will have to set the record without quarterback Andrew Luck. Luck is out for his 2nd straight week due to a shoulder injury. And Ryan Mallett gets a second chance under center tonight for the Texans after being pulled in the 3rd quarter last week. Thursday Night Football kicks off at 8:25 tonight in Houston. From one stage to another, Ronda Rousey proves she can do it all. Last night, the UFC Bantamweight Women's Champion became the first ever female athlete to guest host SportsCenter. Rousey performed a mini info session on her signature armbar and broke down some of the sport's best fights. It didn't take the UFC champ long to settle into her new role. She even went out on a limb suggesting it was time for Kobe Bryant to retire from the Lakers. Now, whether or not the NBA agrees with her or not, one thing's for sure, co-hosting SportsCenter was an hour of pure entertainment. I'm Kelsey Steele, and that's it for sports. Back to you, Josh.
Thanks, Kelsey, and take a look at this. A St. Louis teenager and Eagle Scout has created an unusual piece of artwork. He's created a portrait of iconic Cardinals player Stan Musial, made entirely out of Rubik's Cubes. It was unveiled Tuesday at Ballpark Village. Connor Wright designed the 200-square-foot piece. The mural is located between the 2nd and 3rd floors of the Cardinals Nation building. And we'll throw it on to Ann Campolongo for one last look at weather.
Thanks, Josh. If you're headed out tonight, things will be comfortable and cooler for you, but not too cool. Tonight we'll dip down into the middle 60s for the evening temperature tonight. As we look at our Friday tomorrow, best chance of rain comes tomorrow afternoon with a cold front, but will cool off considerably for Saturday. 62 your high on Saturday. Clouds will decrease as we start our day Saturday. Sunny skies for your afternoon on Saturday. And then Sunday and Monday look to be nice too. Temperatures warm back up into the 70s for the start of the work week next week. Back to you, Josh.
And that does it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. I'm Josh Gregory. Stay tuned for the PBS NewsHour coming up next. And remember, you can find the latest news anytime at WOUB.org. Have a great night.
Decided to do a planned gift because I want to ensure that PBS will be around for my grandchildren and hopefully great-grandchildren. I would hope that others, when doing their estate planning, would include their PBS station. My PBS station is part of my community. That's something I really value.